It's not high velocity. It's going to be 88. He may show you a 91, 92 occasionally, but it's going to sit right around 90 miles an hour. Got that good little cutter, a slider, and a changeup as well. And then watch the arm slot. Occasionally against left-handed hitters, he will drop that arm slot down just a little bit and give them a different look.
Do you generally feel more comfortable with one of those two fastballs if you throw the two-seam and the four-seam?
Yeah, I mean, I think it just depends on what action you have with it that day. And then being able to, if he gets a strikeout, start the game off with Sanders. But, I mean, to answer your question, I think every day is a little bit different. And some days, you know, the two-seamer is going to have a lot of sink to it. The four-seamer, you can ride it up in the zone. But to be able to do both as a pitcher is important to me, because if you get a guy with a big bottom-to-top swing, an uppercut swing, you want to pitch up in the strike zone. If you get more of a flat bat path, you'd like to pitch more down in the strike zone. So you really, with two fastballs, have a way of attacking just about any kind of hitter.
Luke Harrison with a strikeout there. Pushed the velocity up to 93 on that one. It opens Bryce Chance low for first pitch ball. Texas went 1-2-3. Ground out strikeout and a pop out in the top of the first inning. Strikeout for Luke Harrison to start Mississippi State off here in the bottom of the first. Bryce Chance hits this one hard, but foul down the third baseline.
This is a Mississippi State offense, 321 batting average, which is way up so far this year from what it was last year. Last year, the Dogs hit 280. They're at 321 this year. They're 8th best offense in the SEC so far, averaging a shade over 6 runs per game. But the strength of both of these teams, obviously, so far has been their pitching. The pitching is the strength of both of these teams.
Two balls and a strike now to Bryce Chance. Chance can really run. Center fielder for Mississippi State, hitting over 300, 3 long balls, 9 runs batted in. Three and one now to Chance.
Yeah, the way the wind's blowing today, the left-handed hitters, or right-handed hitters, I should say, a little bit of a disadvantage. The wind is pushing hard out toward right field. So anybody gets it up in the air to right field, there's a good chance it's leaving the ballpark. But to pull the ball to left field is going to be tough to get it out of the ballpark.
Swing and a miss there for Bryce Chance, and the count goes full. You mentioned Mississippi State's offensive numbers, 321, 6th best batting average in the SEC. Right now, everybody chasing Tennessee, who's just in front of LSU. With Tennessee staggering offensive numbers. They were leading 1-0 yesterday. They put a 9 spot on the board for a 10-run rule win to take the series over Florida. Full count walk as that pitch just missed to Bryce Chance, first base runner, as Chris Lemonis looks on from the third base dugout. 7th season here in Starkville. Head coach of the 2021 National Championship team, first national championship in school history.
Yeah, 3 NCAA tournament appearances in his 6 years so far. And that's 3 really in 5 full seasons if you take COVID out of the mix.
Yeah. Bryce Chance can really run. He is 6 of 7. Second most stolen bases on the team for Mississippi State. Left-handed hitting Ace Reese is at the plate for the Bulldogs. Reese, the transfer from Houston, has been outstanding so far this year. Hits it on the ground, right side. Chance for 2, to second for 1, to first not in time. Reese beats out the return throw, reaches on a fielder's choice.
Yeah, ball wasn't hit really hard enough to turn 2 right there, but Texas gave it a really good look. Mendoza over to Flores. Jalen Flores, the shortstop for Texas, a big arm and a big kid too. He's 6'3", 6'4", and he can move and has a cannon for an arm over the shortstop position. Keep an eye on him because he's got a big league body, no doubt about that.
Here's Noah Sullivan hitting 400 on the year for Mississippi State. He takes a first pitch strike, nipped the outside corner.
Now Sullivan, a transfer from USC Upstate in that DH position today.
Originally from Orlando, Florida, played at Dr. Phillips High School. Ton of athletes have come out of that high school program in every sport. Sullivan off the end of the bat, serves it out into left field. And that's the first hit of the ball game for either team. So first and second for Mississippi State with 2 down here in the bottom of the first.
Sullivan is having an outstanding year, too. He is having no problem adapting to a different league. Came in hitting 400. That number just went up.
And now Hunter Hines coming to the plate to face Luke Harrison here in the bottom of the first inning. This is not a guy that needs the wind to be gushing out to right field, but that's what he has got. One of the all-time great home run hitters at Mississippi State, 4th in school history with 57 career home runs.
Ooh. That'll wake you up.
Up and in. Madison, Mississippi native, 6'3", 210 pounds. He's got a runner in scoring position, hitting just 240 in that category this year. Takes down and away, able to lay off there. Hunter Hines chasing the all-time home run record at Mississippi State. He's 10 shy of tying Rafael Palmeiro, who hit 67 home runs in 183 career games. Hunter Hines has hit 16 home runs in at least 16 in every season that he's played here in Starkville. Two balls and a strike to the Bulldogs' first baseman. Had one hit, scored a run on Friday in Mississippi State's 8-7 loss to Texas. Five runs in the top of the 7th inning was the difference on Friday as Texas took the lead and held on. 3-1 pitch. And it missed, and Mississippi State has the bases loaded here in the bottom of the first. Texas an out away from getting out of the inning. Mississippi State a hit away from getting on the board first.
Yeah, and in these short games, remember, these are 2 7-inning games today. It is important. It's almost like you're starting the 3rd inning. And for State to get out early in this one would be huge.
That was just the 6th walk of the season for Hunter Hines. Showed a good eye there.
Some of the best pitches I've taken all year.
And here is Aaron Downs, who has been a different player this year for Mississippi State. He's got 7 home runs coming into the year. He had 0 in his career.
What we got going on here? Pitch clock violation? Yeah.
That's one way to get ahead of the count.
Sloshes quickly out of the dugout.
Wondering maybe if there was a quick start on the clock because you had the walk and...
Yeah, I didn't see when the pitch clock started. And obviously after the walk, when the pitcher gets the ball back and gets near the rubber, it is supposed to start again.
First meeting of the minds, and it will stay as is. Going to be 1-0. So a pitch clock violation on Texas and Luke Harrison. So Aaron Downs will begin this at bat ahead in the count. Bases loaded for Mississippi State. Big swing and a miss there for Downs. His count goes to 1-1. Spent any time in Pella, Iowa? You've been a lot of places.
I hadn't been to Pella, Iowa.
There must not be enough deer to hunt in Pella,
I say
Iowa.
that. It's been a while since you can't hardly get to, if you're not a resident of Iowa, it's hard to get a tag to hunt Iowa. It really is hard.
Base.
And I've always said this. I mean, first innings, especially first innings on the road, are hard for pitchers. I mean, what you had in that bullpen doesn't necessarily translate to the game now. Then you're facing the best hitters on the other team right away in front of a pretty hostile crowd as well. So you can see Luke Harrison has been outstanding this year. He came in 2-0 with a 1.5 ERA, but not quite got a feel for everything just yet.
So Max Weiner there wearing number 40, the pitching coach for the Longhorns, out to talk to Harrison, try to settle his guy down. Strikeout to start the game, but then walk, fielder's choice, single, walk, hit by pitch.
You know, in base on balls, if you follow Luke Harrison's career, base on balls has been a little bit of an issue for Harrison. I mean, he had 6 walks and 17 innings coming in, but that's not a bad number. But you go back last year in just 10 2/3 innings of work, he walked 13. And so he does have a little bit of a history of spraying it from time to time.
See more balls than strikes in this first inning for Luke Harrison. Nolan Stevens now coming to the plate, hitting .372 on the year. And the left-handed hitter takes ball 1. He's been to the plate once this year with the bases loaded. Does not have a hit. Nolan Stevens playing in right field today. Did not get the start in Friday's game, but did come in later in the ball game. The 1-1. All in 2 strikes now to Nolan Stevens, as Luke Harrison just a pitch away from getting out of this inning with minimal damage.
Yeah, and if he gets out of this inning with just giving up 1, I think Texas will feel pretty good about it.
The 1-2. Lobbed out into left field, but the shortstop, Flores, able to go out, track it down, and Mississippi State leaves them loaded. But the Bulldogs strike first, 1-0 after an inning in Starkville. To Galvan, and now Gasparino hit by the pitch. So first and second with 2 down for the Longhorns. Here's Easton Winfield coming to the plate, making his first start in a week. He played in one of the games against Santa Clara. But before Wingate sees a pitch, we're going to have a meeting on the mound. Justin Parker, the pitching coach for Mississippi State, out to chat with Ben Davis.
Yeah, Justin Parker has done a good job the last couple of years here at Mississippi State with his pitchers. Look at the ERA last year. The ERA last year was 4th best in the SEC, and the ERA this year is number 4 as well. See the D1 ranks?
Then over the last 2 seasons, opponents hitting just .221. Mississippi State giving up just a hair over 5 hits per game this season. Almost 11 strikeouts per 9 innings as well.
So many good pitching coaches in the SEC. And I think that's why you're starting to see a lot of kids bypass the draft, though. I mean, they're bypassing the draft. They want the college experience, and they want it in the SEC where the most eyeballs are, the best competition is. And you want to go somewhere as a pitcher where you can develop, right? The idea is developing and getting better.
Gasparino now at first base has reached safely in 10 straight games. That's a first pitch strike to Easton Winfield. Alvin, Texas native, hitting .185 on the year.
Well, you talk about a bullet off the bat of Winfield, too. This guy came in hitting .185, but that swing didn't look like it. And that is a big 2-out knock by Texas to take the lead right there. Watch this. Yeah, just a hanging breaking ball, enter third. He gets those hands in tight, barrel to it, and just a dart. And the right fielder, Stevens, a little bit bobbled it right there. That gave an opportunity from Gasparino to score all the way from first base.
You mentioned when he was in the box, could really run. 2 outs in the inning, was moving on contact. There's a first pitch strike to the 9-hole hitter, Kimball Schusler. Mississippi State gets a run in the bottom of the first inning. Texas answering with a couple of runs thanks to a 2-run double from Easton Winfield in the 8-hole to take a 1-run lead over the Bulldogs. This one popped right side. Hines can't get there. He was the closest to it as you had Hines, Sanders, and Stevens all giving chase. Told you Ben Davis missed the fall for Mississippi State. Their workouts because of mono. Didn't play last summer either. Kind of focused on schoolwork and making sure had all of his ducks in a row. So it took a little while for Justin Parker to get a level of comfort with Ben Davis on the mound, making his second start in as many weeks after starting the year out of the bullpen. Schuessler trying to reach base safely for the 10th straight game. Senior Kimball Schuessler, 5 driven in. He's looking for a 2-out base hit. Behind him the count, a ball and 2 strikes.
2-out knocks, man. I'll tell you, that's where the game is won and lost. Another good. Watch this two-seam fastball. Trying to go away, but see where this ball ends up? Inner third, and an inside-out swing. That's a double out towards right center field.
Ground out, walk, strikeout, hit by pitch, and then back-to-back doubles.
So what's been different the last couple at bats? Looks like the ball's elevated a little bit to me. Winfield's double was an elevated slider, and then that two-seam fastball was elevated up enough where Schuessler could shove it out towards right center field.
Welcome on a beautiful Sunday afternoon to Starkville, Mississippi, Dudy Noble Field, where Texas leads 3-1 in the top of the second inning. Alongside Ben McDonald, I'm Richard Cross. Thanks for joining us. Those of you that have been watching SEC softball on the SEC Network, we welcome you. Mississippi State jumped out with a run in the bottom of the first inning. Bases loaded, hit by pitch, allowed Ace Reese to come home and score, but Texas has gotten back-to-back 2-out doubles from Easton Winfield and Kimball Schuessler in the 8 and 9 holes. And here Ethan Mendoza lays off that pitch to work the count to 3-1. Ben Davis on the mound for Mississippi State. He's given up 3 runs in this top of the second inning. Count now full to Mendoza, leadoff hitter who grounded out to second his first time up. This game 1 of a doubleheader today, a pair of 7-inning games. Texas won the series opener on Friday by a final of 8-7. Full count from Davis. And it just missed up. Just above the top of the strike zone there for Hank Heminen. And the inning continues for Texas. 4 in a row have reached after the second out of the inning. The strikeout of Casey Borba. Hit by pitch, back-to-back doubles, and now a walk.
Ball's just getting elevated, and that's what I'm seeing. Ben Davis in the first inning had everything down, and now the ball's elevated. Remember, he's got a power sinker. His strength is that two-seam fastball down at the bottom of the knees.
Now the dangerous Max Ballou takes way inside for ball 1. Ballou struck out swinging his first time up. Had 18 home runs a year ago for the Longhorns and was the Big 12 Player of the Year.
Yeah, he's projected to be a second-round draft pick this year, playing right field. Right now, I tell you what, Ben Davis is struggling with command. It feels like this inning he has pitched from behind almost the entire inning. See the pitch count at 42 now.
Just 13 pitches in the first inning for Ben Davis. He has thrown 29 here in the second inning. Texas got a 1-out walk. Will get one into the right field corner. 2 runs came around to score. And then the 9-hole hitter Kimball Schuessler serves one out into right center field, scoring another run. where we stand right now. 3-1 ball game with a 2-0 pitch coming to Max Ballou. That one up in the zone, fouled back, and it goes to 2-1. Ballou lifts this ball out to left field. Downs going back. He's right at the edge of the warning track to make the catch and end the inning. But Texas puts it, so I've heard. Check swing. Highfield goes around, and the count now. It's called strike 3. I beg your pardon. So Highfield goes down on strikeout. Second strikeout for Harrison.
Yeah, I don't know if he was trying to elevate it up there, but it certainly worked because the glove from Galvan, the catcher for the Longhorns, wanted that ball kind of down low, but it's elevated and it works. Second strikeout of the day for Harrison. Well, he is wearing out the outside part of that plate too. It's a 2 and a 4-seam fastball by Harrison. So what he'll do against the right-handed hitters like that, he'll take that 2-seamer and try to stay on the arm side, on the outside part of the plate, and that's where he's getting a lot of strike ones.
Dylan Cupp takes this one away for ball 1. A ball and a strike to Cupp, the shortstop for Mississippi State, batting in the 9-hole. Cupp hitting .278 on the year. 1-1. That one just missed. 2 balls and a strike. Talk about the doubleheader. This is a place that largely was built on doubleheaders, although they were usually on Saturday afternoons. That 9-inning game followed by the 7-inning game.
That's my memory of this place. One of the best baseball venues in the entire country.
That's right field. They talk about the left field lounge, but you got the...
Boy, the fans here would give you a hard time during the game, but then in between games back in those days, they would feed you, hand you ribs and chicken and whatnot, really over the wall out there, and then hoot on you again when the second game began.
Dylan Cupp draws a 1-out walk. Third walk of the game by Luke Harrison.
It is always a party out there. There we go. I know where we're going in between games.
What you got there?
It don't matter. It looks good.
It's in a pan and there's smoke coming off of it, and that's good enough.
Just eat it.
Top of the order for Mississippi State. Gatlin Sanders struck out to start the first inning for the Bulldogs at the plate, and he takes strike 1 there from Luke Harrison. Runner on first. 1 down in the inning. Texas leading by a couple of runs, up 3-1. Sanders behind in the count now, no balls and 2 strikes. Bulldogs loaded the bases in the first inning. Aaron Downs was hit by a pitch, allowing Ace Reese to come home and score the first run of the ball game. The 0-2 now to Gatlin Sanders. Chris Lemonis in his 7th season as the head coach, Mississippi State. Came to Starkville from Indiana. Ball and 2 strikes now to Gatlin Sanders.
Yeah, Coach Lemonis took Indiana to 3 NCAA appearances in 4 years before taking over here at Mississippi State.
Sanders, a Madison, Mississippi native. Played at one of the bigger high schools in the state of Mississippi, Madison Central High School, then Jones College, formerly Jones Junior College. Full count now to Gatlin Sanders, seeing some pitches in the top of the order. Had a couple of hits, scored a run, struck out twice in Friday's ball game. This is the 4th 3-ball count of the game. The previous 3 have all reached first base via walk. Full count pitch from the bottom of